Hello. Today on DIY with Chris. Hello everyone. So we're going to do an unboxing today. We ordered the new GoPro Hero 6 Black and we just got it a few minutes ago. FedEx had just dropped it off. So we're going to go ahead and start opening it and show you what all came with it. We know there's a few other videos that already has this, but this is just our take on it. So we ordered it straight from the GoPro website. It was $4.99 just for the actual camera itself. And then it was another, you had the option of paying another $100 or $99 for, it included a protection plan, plus it also has other services and options that are available for you. So it's technical support and other things to where they can actually help you out. It has a little bit more options. We can put a little bit more information about that in the description down below in the video. But that's just an option that you can get with it. So this is the base unit. Came in the box there, protective plastic over it. So we have been using the GoPro 3 and 4 at this point. We never actually purchased the 5, so this is going to be a pretty big upgrade from the stuff that we had. All of them have this little blue tab. Just go ahead and rip that. From all the other videos that we've watched, this has kind of been the biggest pain in the butt part about the whole thing, is actually trying to get it out. So it wasn't too bad. You just pull on it with a little bit of pressure and it came right out. Not bad at all. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and open the box. There's this other little cardboard inside. You can see these pieces. And then we're just undoing the securing bolt here right now. There's this other little tab on it. That's going to allow us to remove this. And then it has a little clip here for it with a securing rubber piece in the back so that it can't be undone. And that is everything that's actually inside here other than the instructions, but that's everything that was there. So go ahead and put that back in the cardboard box there. So we have the actual camera itself. It's already in the little case that it has. So on all the other videos that we've watched and everything, the GoPro 5 and the GoPro 6 are actually identical. And most of the features are the exact same too. The big difference that we noticed just watching other people's videos and trying to get the actual specs on it from the website was that this does include a zoom option. You double tap on the back, then you can zoom in. And the processor is a little bit different also. So big concern that many people had that I've already seen in comments before on this is that it still does not include its own audio jack. So that was non-favorable for them. So for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Some individuals have said it just seems like they kind of more so did an update to the 5 instead of actually making some major changes for the 6. So again, everything else is pretty much the same as the 5. The outer case is really the same there. So we have this side piece right here. You just got to press the button and slide the piece down, and that's going to give us access to, there's the HDMI port in there and then the multimedia port as well. So in lack of there being an audio jack, a lot of people have used just a little HDMI plug-in, and it has a little microphone that you can attach to it. We're thinking about buying one of those, and you can also get the lapel clips to hook into there as well. The problem with that is you lose your waterproof option because the door is open, obviously, at that point. A lot of those microphones aren't too expensive. The waterproof ability on this is down to 15 feet or 5 meters is as advertised, so we'll have to test that out and see how it goes. The only other things that come with this is the case was already on it, and it's just the basic case. It is waterproof though, so if you are doing deeper dives or taking it down a little bit lower, then you will have to get a different case for it. Next thing we had was this piece right here to where our clip can slide in and lock, so that's just the base portion of it. We have the charging cable for it right here. It's just the USB. Another base plate here. We do have the actual pin right here for the bottom to secure it in. And then the last thing was here was the battery for it. So I believe it was pretty much the same battery here, so we can go ahead and install that at this time too. Same thing, you just press the button and slide it over. That allows you to open it, and then we'll just install it here. A nice thing about this battery is it does have a pull tab, so you can have that assistance help getting it out. Close it back up. Take off this protective film. It does have the film with the picture there on the back. And we'll turn it on. Okay, so you just press and hold the power button there on the side, same as normal. We'll go through the setup on it now. So we have the language. I'm going to go ahead and select English. Agree to the privacy terms there. GPS, you can turn that on right now. Go ahead and do that. And it is touch screen if you haven't noticed there. At this point you can adjust your modes. Tap below to change the modes and settings, so you can change the frames per second. Kind of take you through a little tutorial here, kind of let you know what's going on. Okay, so we just got back to the main portion here. It's asking us to connect. The battery said that it was a little bit low. We did get a warning for that, so right out of the box the battery isn't very charged. Okay, so we're just trying to connect it to the GoPro app right now, so it's trying to find it currently. So another thing that we have also heard or seen the specs on this that is a little bit better than the 5 is the Wi-Fi option. It's supposed to allow for faster downloads, and it's supposed to be a better connection. So as I'm trying to connect it here, the app is telling me that it doesn't support the 5 gigahertz app, so I had to come in through the connected devices or connections option and switch the Wi-Fi band down to 2.4. Okay, so we just got it hooked up. It is connected to my app now, so it's ready to go. You'll see that it's at 1% battery life, so we're going to go ahead and stop here at this point, and I'm going to charge it up, and then we can show you a little bit more stuff in just a minute. Okay, so I thought this was definitely worth including in here, and it does have on here, this was part of the receipt that came with it. And it says, we want you to be totally psyched about your GoPro products, and if at any time in the next 30 days after receiving your order you are not 100% satisfied, you may return it for a refund. So if you're thinking about getting the GoPro Hero 6 Black, it is worth trying to get because you do have that 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So you can send it back in if you need to. So just so you're tracking that. So we do have the GoPro charged up now. Go ahead and turn it back on. Another nice new feature on it was the zoom, which you don't traditionally have. So if I double tap it, and then I can actually get the zoom option. So I can come over here. You just double tap on that back screen. That'll bring the option up. And then you can use the slider to actually zoom in and zoom out. So it does have these other options that are available right here. Let me try and get that a little bit clearer for you. So we have the linear view over here on the side. I do like that one. And then in the middle there, which is the default, that is wide. And then you have the super view back here. So you do have a few different options. I'm just going to put it back to the default, which is the wide. So if you put it on the linear and wide, you still have the zoom option. If you move it over to super view, then you can't zoom anymore. If we go ahead and switch out of here and go to the resolution and move it over to 4K, I can try and enact it. It only gives me the wide angle, and I also cannot zoom in anymore. So 4K does not give you the option to zoom, but it does work on the 1080p. Let's go ahead and see. So we can move it down to 2.7K, see if that works. So 2.7K, it still works. We'll go 4K for 3. Again, so even on the 4K, still don't have any, still can't do the zoom on it. So if we want to zoom, you're going to have to go 2.7K and lower. So we'll just come back down to the 1080. And so those are some differences that aren't on the other GoPros that we're aware of. So let's record in there. So it does have the voice activation also, which looks like it kicked on. I haven't actually set up the voice activation yet, so that's interesting that it did there. That's interesting that it did kick on. I'm guessing it kind of has to use the GoPro keywords, and then kind of cued in after that. It must have thought I was actually trying to tell it to start, but we'll go ahead and stop that. Just using the button up there. And it saved it back onto it, so that's pretty good. Another really good thing, so I had it plugged in to charge for about 8 minutes, and it was already at 13%, so it does charge fairly quickly. It's definitely over 1% per minute, so that was pretty decent. Not too bad. So I did a quick clip here of my son running at the park. This just shows the GoPro 6 stabilization. Covers for every vehicle. When you go to their website, you have to fill in your specific. If you have any other questions, just let us know. I'll try and answer them the best I can, or try and put it to any test that you might want to see for it. Yeah, we'll get back to you. Thank you.